So this is the solution for the quiz in which we had fundamentals and definitions of surveys. Okay, so let's try to attempt this quiz and we will discuss the solution and key of the quiz along with. Okay, let's click I am ready, and in 3, 2, 1 we will be seeing our first question, which is the curvature of Earth's surface is taken into account when the extent of survey is more than. See, when the area is more than how much? 195.5 kilometer square, we need to take the curvature of Earth into consideration. And here in this option, 1000 kilometer square and 200 and 100 and 500 kilometer square is given. Now see, the value 200 is nearest to 195.5 square kilometer. Okay, and after 190.5 we are going to consider the curvature of Earth. It comes into play, it comes into its role. That's why the most correct answer here is 200 square kilometer. Okay, that's the answer. Second, in which survey we are considering curvature of the Earth? Is it plane, is it cadastral, is it astronomical, or is it geodetic? See, plane survey means no curvature. The Earth area on the Earth which is being considered under survey is so small that there is no correction due to curvature, or there is no fluctuation in the survey work, okay, because of the correction of curvature. Then cadastral. The cadastral survey is used for boundary lines, property lines, and transfer of property from one owner to another. Okay, that's cadastral survey. Then astronomical, referring the celestial bodies such as planets are there, then stars are there, referring to these bodies, celestial bodies or heavenly bodies, we say, is the astronomical survey. Then geodetic survey. In geodetic survey, we give due consideration to curvature of the Earth. Okay, therefore in geodetic survey, curvature of the Earth is considered. Option D or last. The principle or principles of surveying is a, okay, there may be one, there may be two. See, the survey work is based on two principles, that is working from whole to part and locating a point from at least two measurements. Okay, now what working from whole to part is? See, whenever an area is there, okay, and if it needs to be surveyed, if the area needs to be calculated, or some features needs to be established or identified from the surveyor, what we will do, we will not start from a specific point and then we are going in this direction. This is not the way we work in survey. What we do, we establish minor and major control points. Okay, we get a grid out of that and we carry out the whole survey after the major and minor control points are established. Means we do not start from one point and go on surveying. Okay, what we do, we identify the whole area and then we start the survey work, so that whatever the small or minute error that has been crept in while carrying out the survey work will get eliminated, will be in control. Okay, will not cross its magnitude, will not increase in its magnitude. Okay, this is the concept of working from whole to part. And locating a point from at least two measurement means, for example, we are having two reference points, let's say A and B, and we have to locate point C, let's say. Okay, then this can be obtained or this can be established by swinging arc, or by having angle, or by having length, or by having a perpendicular like this. Okay, this is how the two principles in the survey work are there. Okay, working from whole to part and locating a point or determining or establishing a point by referring to two separate points. Okay, from two measurements. Okay, not point, measurements. Okay, the measurement may be length and length, length and angle, angle and length, angle and angle. Okay, means either angle or length or combination of both, okay, can be used to establish a point. Okay, so let's click both of the above. All right, then representative fraction for the scale 1 centimeter is equal to 100 meter. Okay, some engineer scale is given which is 1 centimeter. Okay, let's take pen. 1 cm is equal to how much? 100 centimeter. Now what we do while we are converting an engineer scale into representative fraction is, we have the numerator and denominator written in the same unit as that of numerator, or the LHS. 1 centimeter, okay, and 100 meter is there. Sorry, not 100 centimeter, 100 meter is there. Okay, now what we will try to do, we will try to convert this meter into centimeter, same unit as that of the numerator. Okay, therefore 1 meter is equal to 100 centimeter. Therefore let's write this as 100. Okay, therefore it is also centimeter. Now since both the units are same in numerator and denominator, we can get rid of the units. And now what we have finally, 1 by 10,000. Okay, 1 is to 10,000. That's it. This is the representative fraction. Representative fraction is the purest numerical scale we can have. There is no unit in that. Whatever the unit of numerator is there will be the unit for denominator. Okay, if we are given 1 centimeter is equal to 1 kilometer, then what we will be doing, we will be converting kilometer into centimeter, and then we will be having that respective representative fraction. Okay, it gives direct idea how much the extent of scaling has been done while carrying out that survey part. Okay, therefore let's click which option, first one. Okay, then fill in the blank is used to locate mineral wealth. Is it bathymetric survey? No, it is the underwater contouring. Okay, bathymetric survey means underwater contouring. Hydrographic and marine is the same name. Okay, it is the same term, it is similar term. Okay, if we are going into water or water bodies, if we are dealing with water body while carrying out the survey work, we call it as the hydrographic survey or marine survey. Then yes, mineral, mine. Where do we get all the minerals? Ores are there in mines. Okay, mine survey is the name for the survey we carry out to locate the mineral wealth. Okay, let's jump on to next question, which is archaeological survey is carried out for, is used for. What do we use archaeological survey for? Locating boundaries of region? No, it is cadastral survey. Unearthing relics of antiquity? Yes, old civilization that has been gone underground. Okay, all the monuments which are underground, all these things are located by carrying out which survey? Archaeological survey. Okay, therefore it is not both or none, it is unearthing relics of antiquity. Okay, here we go. Then in geodetic surveying, lines lying on the surface are fill in the blank and triangles are fill in the blank. See, we are talking about geodetic surveying here. Geodetic surveying means curvature of earth is there. All the due importance to curvature of or the obloid shape of the earth is given due consideration. That's why when we are talking about lines and triangles, the lines lying on the surface are curved. Okay, and all the triangles which are considered in geodetic survey are spherical. Okay, we go for spherical trigonometry and the surface lines are curved lines. Okay, only the plumb lines are straight. But in case of geodetic survey, when we are talking about plumb lines, the plumb lines will not be parallel to each other. For example, when we are considering the earth like this, and let's say this is plumb line 1, 2, 3, these two lines, all these lines will be concurrent. And when we are talking about plane survey, the plumb lines are exactly parallel to each other. Okay, but when we are talking about geodetic survey, when we are talking about curvature of the earth, then the plumb lines are straight. Obviously plumb lines are going to be straight, but they will not be parallel to each other. Then lines lying on the surface will be curved. Okay, then all the triangles that we are considering in geodetic survey will be spherical. Okay, therefore lines are curved, triangles are spherical. All right, then difference between length of an arc of 12 kilometer and the subtended chord. Okay, for example, this is the arc and subtended chord. Okay, see, when we will straighten out this arc, it means that we will be having the straightened length of that arc slightly more than the subtended chord. And when we are talking about an extent of 12 kilometer, for example, if this is 12 kilometer extent, then the arc will be more than the subtended chord by how much? By 1 centimeter. Okay, this arc is going to be more than the chord when it is straightened out by how much? 1 centimeter. Then cadastral survey is used for. Do we fix boundaries with cadastral survey? Yes. Do we fix property lines? Yes. Do we calculate the land area by using cadastral survey? Yes. See, the first two options are very much self-speaking. Okay, they are self-declaring answer. We fix the lines, the boundary lines, the property line, transfer of property by cadastral survey, and also it consider calculation of land area. All of the above should make the right answer. Okay, then astronomical survey is classified under survey based upon. Okay, we divide a survey based on object, based on instrument, and based on nature. Nature means where, what is the field of survey, whether we are going in water, whether we are going in space, or whether we are going on ground. It is the nature of the field, what kind of field we are encountering with. Then object of the survey or purpose. Object means what? Purpose of the survey. Then instrument use, what kind of methodology, what kind of instrument, what kind of major devices that we are going to use in survey work is the survey classified under instrument use. Okay, now we are talking about astronomical survey. In astronomical survey, we refer to the celestial or heavenly bodies such as fixed stars are there, fixed planets are there, and referring to their position, we fix or establish or determine location of a point present on the surface of the earth. This is the astronomical survey. This is how astronomical survey is carried out. Therefore, astronomy, we are going in space. Okay, that's why when we are referring to space, what is the point of reference here? Space. Therefore, the location where we are doing all this or where we are referring to is given. That's why it is the survey based on nature of the field. Okay, then tachymetric survey is a survey classified on the basis of, see, tachymetric survey is a methodology that we are going to use in survey work. And when we are talking about based on methodology or instrument, it is what? Based on instrument use. It is not showing any function or reference space. Okay, reference space means where we are carrying out the survey. Okay, then question number 12 is there. Sum of internal angles differ by fill in the blank in spherical triangle and plane triangle lying on Earth's surface. Okay, again that chord and arc problem is referred here in format of a triangle. Okay, we know that when we are talking about a plane triangle and spherical triangle, they are going to differ by some measurement, and that measurement is how much? 1 second only. Okay, when we are talking about a plane triangle and a spherical triangle, they differ by 1 second only. Okay, then question number 13. For a project such as water supply scheme, design of wastewater network, fill in the blank, survey is used. Is it hydrographic or marine? No, we do not refer to hydrographic or marine survey when we are discussing water supply scheme or design of wastewater network. We go for engineering survey. Okay, we carry out engineering survey. Whatever the engineering project is there, design of road network is there, design of wastewater network is there, or design of water supply scheme is there, we go for engineering survey because these are engineering projects. Then for studying stratas of earth, okay, we conduct, is it archaeological? Are we going to study upper stratas, means different layers of the earth are studied in archaeological survey? No. Is it geological? Okay, it might be. Is it geographical? No. In geographical survey, we are studying upper layers of the earth, the features, the geographical feature, if it is hill, if it is a, let's say, plain, rolling plains are there. All these upper features of natural features are determined or established in geographical survey. Is it cadastral? No. We are not fixing property lines or we are not transferring property from one owner to another. That's why it is not cadastral survey. Yes, it is geological survey. We study type of soil and the stratification of earth in which survey? Geological survey. Okay, option B should be the one. Then in plane surveying, the measurement or measurements taken is or are. What kind of measurement do we take? Is it only horizontal and vertical distance? Yes, we do. Do we consider horizontal angle? Yes. Do we consider vertical angle? Yes. Means we go for horizontal and vertical distances as well as horizontal and vertical angles. That's why we consider all these kind of measurements while we are carrying out plane survey. Therefore, all of the above should make the right answer. Then, fill in the blank scale do not contain any unit of measurement. Is it engineer scale? is it representative fraction, is it graphical scale, or is it all of the above? See, when we are talking about scale and it is not showing any kilometer, centimeter, this has to that, okay, when no unit of measurement is given, it is the representative fraction, purely numerals are given. Okay, representative fraction, we saw this example, okay, in which 1 is to 10,000 became the representative fraction for the scale. 1 centimeter is equal to 100 centimeter. In engineer scale or graphical scale, these units of measurement may be given, but in representative fraction, purely numerals are given. That's why RF should be the right answer. Then, in case of old paper, map or plan is to be referred, fill in the blank gives the most accurate result. Okay, let's see this one. Now, is it engineer scale or graphical scale or RF or none of the above? Let's see. See, engineer scale and representative fraction are what? These are numbers. But when we are talking about graphical scale, see, on any map, graphical scale is given like this. For example, this is a map or plan, then graphical scale is provided something like this. These are the divisions, and on this side it is written that 1 centimeter is equal to 1 kilometer on the field. 1 centimeter on map is equal to 1 kilometer on field. Now what is advantage of this scale? See, even if we keep the paper and we refer it after 10 years, in case the paper expand or shrink, mostly the paper will shrink. Okay, it is going to shrink when we are going to refer it after 10 or 15 years, or let's say after several years. What is going to happen? The paper is going to shrink. But whatever the distance which is mentioned by this specific length, it is referring to length on this paper. Now the respective conversion on field is given on this scale only. Means whatever point, let's say this is the building the plan was showing, therefore this specific 1 unit, okay, this specific 1 unit will be exactly the same even after the map or paper is shrinking. Okay, the all features which are on the map are going to shrink or expand correspondingly with the length. Therefore there will not be any ambiguity how much the scale has shrunk or how much the map has shrunk. There will not be any problem. But in case of a engineer scale or representative fraction, it will be a problem, because the scale may be there written, the scale may be 1 centimeter is equal to 1 kilometer on field. And now what will happen? In absence of this graphical scale, what is going to happen? 1 centimeter after some years will be equal to 0.9 centimeter, because the paper has shrunk. Now we will be referring to this small unit as the larger unit on field. Okay, 0.9 centimeter will be considered or imagined as 1 kilometer on field. That's why the scale has gone wrong. But when it is printed as a line with division on the plan, on the map, we will be referring to this specific shrunk scale. Okay, therefore graphical scale is the one which can give most accurate result. Okay, we are running out of time, I think. Okay, let's see graphical scale. Yes, that's right. Identify the representative fraction. See, when we are saying representative fraction, it means that we will be looking at numbers only, and here the only option which is having only number is option B. Okay, then plane scale is used to measure. See, plane scale is used to measure 2 dimensions only. Plane scale gives unit and then the 10th place dimension. Okay, for example, meter and decimeter, or miles and furlong, or yard and feet, or feet and inches. Okay, it is the plane scale that gives answer in 2 dimensions. Okay, then diagonal scale is used to measure how many dimensions? 3 dimensions. Okay, it gives the answer in 3 dimensions, that is unit place, then 10th place, then 100th place, that is meter, decimeter, centimeter, or yard, feet, inches. Okay, therefore 3 dimension is the answer. So we had a look at this 20 questions from the first topic of survey, which was fundamentals and basic definitions in surveying. Okay, we will have another test on our Telegram group, and we will be discussing solution for the same in video format. Okay, if you haven't joined the Telegram group for the free test series that we conduct weekly, and we have 2 to 3 tests each week, and we discuss the question in this format after the test has been conducted. Okay, so do find the links for Telegram channel and Hindi channel and Instagram also. Till then, take care. Bye bye.